guys, welcome back to the Beetle Shelf. Today we're just checking and finishing our experiment with food supplements for our Dynastes Titias grubs. We'll check them, weigh them again, and then maybe decrease our feeding intervals and our weighing intervals so we don't have to do as much work and we can kind of leave the grubs to do what they need to do. And also it'll be have the added benefit of helping them molt and pupate safely, because the less we're disturbing them when they have the ideal conditions, the better. So we'll get started. We'll do start with this one first. This was 4.5 grams about a week and a half ago or so. So we'll see how it's doing. Got a lot of mycelium there on the top. Right here, there's all this white stuff. This is just the stalk to like a fungus. You can think of it as like something like that, and it's just over our food pellets. That's fine. It doesn't hurt the larvae in any sense. It just kind of uses up our substrate faster because the fungus is eating it as well. So we need to make sure that we take that out and conserve substrate. So it's just easy to take out. You just grab it. Oh, it's a pretty big chunk. So you'll see how much substrate this wastes. It's just a big clump of this mycelium. You can kind of break off some parts of it and put it back in, but it's yeah. That's fine though. So we'll check other spots. I don't see much else for mycelium. Larvae was right on the top for us, which was nice. Looks pretty plump. So, okay. Let's see if we can determine if it's a male or female. It looks like a female. I was just looking at it under the light over there. Looks like a female. So I guess we'll have to tear our scale first. Okay. Okay, come on, come on. We're reading 4.9, which is 0.4 grams. Not super fast growth, but 0.4 is still pretty good for a week and a half or so. It's definitely faster than just substrate alone. But I think we'll just put we'll hold off putting any more food pellets in here. We'll wait. It doesn't seem to be eating them a whole lot, this larvae at least. And it might be causing more mycelium than we want, just using up too much substrate. So we'll hold off there. And then when we want to do it again, maybe on the next larval check, then we'll try it. Still smells okay. Pour it out, and that's probably another big, big chunk of mycelium. I mean, he's not eating a whole lot of the. Wow, yeah, he's like eating none of it. So we're not going to keep doing this for him. If there was another big chunk, wow. If there was no pieces of food left and there was no mycelium, then I would keep doing the substrate. I'd keep doing the supplements, but look at how much this took. That's a lot, to just be wasted like that he's not going to be able to eat. He could eat it, I guess, but I don't want the whole thing to become filled, so it's not super damp either. Just dampen it up. Again, this is just a rotten wood compost leaf litter 1:1:1 mix. Okay. So with this traditional setup, we'll take it compact the bottom, and then another soft layer, and then we'll do a little hole. Pretty good looking. Pretty big. You can tell if it's a male or female on these guys if they have a prominent black dot on the third segment, and I don't see one right now. That's likely a female. But yeah, we'll pop her back in there. And then keep covering her with substrate. And after you put the larvae in there, just gently compact it. Not a whole lot because you don't want to hurt it, obviously. Okay. That's good. Okay, now we'll check our bigger one. I'm gonna get rid of this gross mycelium substrate first. Okay. This was 5.6 a week and a half ago. Oh, it's an L3. Dang, that's massive. See that? It's huge.
That's like scary.
Yeah. So it just molted. I had a feeling like it was gonna molt, so I didn't feed it for a few days just to leave it. And yeah, it molted fine. Wow. Put him, I think it's a him underneath here. Check it out. .7 grams, that's huge. Wow, so it seems like some of them take the supplements really well. This one did. This one, when we first started it, it was 4.6, and then it was 5.6, that's 10 grams in 2 weeks, and then now, in a week and a half, it's grown another 2.1 grams. Which is crazy. So we'll go through, check the substrate, see if it's fine, check for clumps of here's one. Nope, see, there's not a whole lot of mycelium clumps. This is eating it. This is eating a lot of the food pellets, which is incredible. So we'll just leave it as is. Wow, look at that. It's beautiful. You can tell it's an L3 because the head caps is a lot larger, but mostly the spiracles. So you see how the spiracles are very large right there? Yeah, that way it's in L3. But looking at, let's see if I can determine if it's a male or not. Kinda hard to check. Can't quite see, but with how big it is compared to all the rest of them, it could be. It could be. So amazing. Just absolutely beautiful. Notice the Dynasties has lots of. Oh, that might be a mark right there. Maybe. Notice that Dynasties has lots of little hairs on it right now. And I'm ultimately L3. It's really interesting. Okay. So we'll keep. We don't want this one to progress. I don't know, it might not be a male. It's hard to see. We'll find out. But yeah, we'll check it out. So maybe we'll keep adding food pellets to this one once a week or so. Once every 5 days, I don't know. We'll see what we think. I'm gonna save some of this substrate and use it for some of our other guys. There's a lot in here. We didn't really dampen it actually. It's dampened a little bit. A hole for him. We'll get a few pieces of cat food. I mean, it's eating all of them, so might as well put more in. Let's put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in. Put them in the hole. Spray water. We'll take our big L3. It's hard to get a good look. I'm trying to determine if it's male or female, but it's hard to figure out. We'll wait. Okay. Cool. That's awesome. 7.7. We'll mark the weights. This was 8. Flip it. Okay, so that's working pretty well. 2.21 grams in a week and a half. That's awesome. With hardly any. So you see the difference. This is that's all that I found in terms of mycelium in this substrate. So you can see it's growing. It's making full use of all the protein we're putting in. This one is 4.5 grams. This was our smallest one, 4.5 a week and a half ago. So we'll check it out. This is still an L2, but it's getting kind of yellow, which means it's probably ready to molt soon. Check this one out on the scale. .9 again. So again, not growing super well. There's a piece of mycelium. And a big chunk of mycelium. Giant chunk of mycelium. So yeah, it's interesting. There's another big chunk. Wow. Yeah, that's a shame. Okay. I'll decrease the amount of moisture I'm putting in. Maybe it's too much. Trying to see if I can look at whether it's a male or female, but not quite yet. But it's kind of yellowish, you can see. So it might be close to a molt. Let's see. I think we'll still try to add protein to this one. Let's see what happens. We'll just put 3 pellets in there. Okay, so our video camera just shut off. But yeah, that's so that's our 3 Dynasties Titaias grubs. They're going pretty well. Really happy to see that big one is now an L3, but it's amazing that it's so far ahead of the other grubs. Makes me a little bit worried about the other 2, but I guess we'll see what happens. Just because we're worried about the other 2 doesn't mean we should ever stop feeding and growing the other one as much as we can. So yeah, thanks for checking in. We'll keep you updated as we go through this, and hopefully we'll get a few more L3s in the next week or so. Thanks for watching.